Hello everyone. My name is Webweaver, and I am scooting the chair closer to the microphone stand this time because I just decided to do it like that. Um, so we're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of whatever the hell's on your screen right now. Human Beetle Halligan adventures are going to be every other day. So on odd days, that's when you get an episode. So tomorrow, Wednesday, that's when you'll get episode 1.5 technically. I might do episode 1.5 and episode 2 on the same day. It's entirely about like how quickly I can edit both of them. Like 1.5 may have like very minimum editing because it's just the same thing. We got stuck on a puzzle, and then episode 2 is us actually progressing. But episode 2 will be properly edited. I'm actually a little sad because I was messing around, and we'll play Kyrie, why not? We'll do a sort of easy, simple Kyrie run, because listen, it's Tuesday night re-clearies. I am not ready for fucking, what is it, famine, death, war, ugh. At least the game decided that I would just simply win. That's quite nice of the game to just decide that for me. Strength, charisma, dexterity, maybe, and then only second mystery, and a light source. We'll probably use a heavy-duty flashlight, even though we've got a level strength and dexterity. Are we gonna do charisma? I don't know, probably not. It would be a pretty big ask of me to do charisma. We'll have to see how it plays out. Because that's 3 points. 2 if we get lucky, but we'll see. But we're gonna roll this as many times as we can, actually. We don't want to throw this away under, like, any circumstance. Like, we just want to keep rolling this as many times as possible. That would be very nice. Really? Kanappa Ritual again? Hello? We could actually potentially use skin removal. Maybe even more so than Multiply Wound. Oh my fucking god. Sorry, swearing in the first, oh wait, no, did I do it? Did I wait long enough before swearing? That's nice. Third eye, huh? Nope, don't care. I mean, we're getting below. Oh, hey. Hey, how's it going? We just win the game, huh? Nice, nice. The one time in the history of anything ever where we would want to, actually have another spell slot. Oh, hello, skin removal. Nice to see you again. I feel like we can kind of tap out now. Yeah, we can kind of tap out now. That's a very, very productive before the game even begins. But, you know, I gotta say, like, I have very strong opinions about this tier, and I mean, we're coming up on Halloween, right? No, we're just gonna do the regular Kyrie drip, regular Kyrie drip, regular Kyrie drip. I have very strong opinions about this tier so far. I honestly, like, and I'm trying not to be blinded by nostalgia here. Nostalgia of Asphodelos instead of Abyssos, right? But, like, Asphodelos, Eric was fun, Hippo was fun, there were fun parts of Phoenix. This might be the most controversial thing I ever say on this channel, but I liked the ads phase in Phoenix, and I liked Sun Puddles and Death's Toll. I don't remember what the mechanic's name is, I just remember it as Sun Puddles because I'm a healer. But I liked Sun Puddles, I liked Death's Toll. The rest of Phoenix, I actually did really like the Tank Buster tethers. I thought those were really fun, and they led to a lot of funny situations that were very silly. Because it wasn't really juggling threat, it was like, hey, are the tanks positioning correctly, and are the DPS not stealing the tethers from the tanks? It was really funny. It led to a lot of laughs. Maybe that's just because I have a static that instead of getting angry, they joke about stuff. But hey, you know, I liked it. Oh my god, Morbius. What's his name? I actually forgot. P4S, Morbius. He's Morbin. Like, that's probably one of my favorite fights in the game. Like, you know, obviously when you're progging something, it's like, oh, I hate this, I want to die. But, like, Pineaxe is really fun. Like, I think Pineaxe is an incredibly well-designed mechanic for Savage. Like, it's very fun, and because the second set of elements is delayed, it's delayed just long enough to give you that oh shit moment before you start panicking. And it's like, yeah, I do appreciate that a little bit. Like, I actually do like that quite a bit. I like it a lot. And then there's also just like how you resolve the elements in sets to begin with. Like, that's fun. And it's relatively consistent, but it's also random. So it's like you don't really know when you're going to be dealing with things until you see the element explode, and then it's like, okay, I know exactly what we're doing now, and then I know exactly what we're doing later. But that's sort of like, it's a very fun panicky mechanic where it's like the first couple of times you do it, you're like, holy shit, that's impossible. And then once you get it down, you're like, this is so good. And then like phase 2, I like the acts. Like the only act that I don't like is Act 3. And Act 3 is over in like 10 seconds. It's the shortest of the acts besides like Act 1. Actually, maybe it's about the same length as Act 1. But it's like, you know what I mean. It's like super short. It barely takes up any time. It's just, you know, when somebody messes it up, that's like the only time you're like, ugh, Act 3, why does it even exist? It exists for somebody to occasionally make a mistake. But I guess if you're a melee or you have a gap closer, if you're melee and you have a gap closer, I guess Act 3 is a lot more fun because of the funny shit that you can do with making people panic about Earthshaker baits. But, you know, honestly, like, I don't know, you know, it's like, I really like, pretty much the entirety of, fuck it, we ball. I like pretty much the entirety of, Phase 2. Like, just Act 3 is, like, the only mechanic that I think is kind of like, eh. And it's not even that it's bad, it's just that compared to everything else, it's just kind of boring. Maybe it's more fun if you're a tank. But, you know, it's just like, we will hide in the crowd, because that's stamina if we lose. But, yeah, no, it's a good mechanic. Or a good fight, I should say. But, like, when you get to the second tier of, like, what we have going on right now, like, what the fuck are we dealing with? It's so, like, P5S has one mechanic that like, here's the thing, okay? The idea of attacks bouncing off of walls and hitting certain areas that they wouldn't have hit otherwise, or being able to be safe by being in front of a wall that will bounce the attack back at the boss, that's a really cool idea, but when you realize that it's the same fucking thing, like, every time, and when there's a little bit of variance, it's like there's 2 variants, and I guess, like, a lot of stuff is pretty, like, solid. It's just that the mechanics aren't interesting enough to be carried on just, like, 1 or 2 variations. They're just boring, right? Like, oh no, guys, it's Searing Ray, so we stand in front of the boss. Oh no, guys, it's Claw, we stand behind the boss. Oh no, guys, it's 2, 3, 3, 1. Oh no, guys, it's 3, 2, 1, 3, right? Something like that, I don't know. I don't even remember the mechanics because they're so boring. I just do them on autopilot every week. I just do them on autopilot every Tuesday. And here's the thing, I haven't fucked them up. And then there's Devour. Devour sucks because, like, you can either learn Devour and you can learn the mechanic, or you can just walk in a straight line, like, 3 or 4 times. I just do it on memory. I just do it on muscle memory. I don't even care at this point. Like, I was bored, and I'm going savage here. This is web savage right now. But, like, I was bored of P5S while we were progging to it and dying to it. It's just a terrible fight. Like, it's unironically, it's just a horrible fight. And it's not even hard either. What the? Yo, the Kendo helmet! Holy shit, did you see that? Fucking amazing. But yeah, no, the P5S is just bad. I don't like P5S. I think it's incredibly boring, and I don't like it at all. I was just doing this because we have Book of Gore and I don't care, but holy crap. But, yeah, no, it's like P5S is just boring as hell. P6S, I actually do like the mechanics in P6S a lot. I think they're interesting, and I think that they're more interesting than what they did with P5S. So the limitations of, okay, it's this set or it's this set, and I know exactly what to do once I recognize the pattern. I think the mechanics are more interesting and the movement is more enjoyable. So I'm a little bit more tolerant of it, and yes, this is entirely subjective, okay? This is like, I did say it was my opinion on the tier, but, you know, it's like, how do I put it? We're gonna sell the baseball bat, I think, to get a compass? No, you know what? No, we're not. We're fuck it, we ball. That's what we're doing here. Do I want to get, like, 1 point of knowledge at some point? I don't know, we're just gonna keep clicking, that's fine. But, like, the thing with P6S that I really hate is that there's one super difficult mechanic in P6S, Cachexia 2, or as we just call it, Coachella. Coachella 2? I don't know how to pronounce that. But, like, you have to learn Coachella 1, Cachexia 1, but it's not hard. And the strat that we have is really easy. You know, it's 20s, 8s, 12s, 16s. And you line it up to where 8s are at the top, 12s are at the, like, they're sort of, they're higher north than the people who are 16, and the people who are 20 are just sitting, like, near-esque to the boss, right? It's very nice. But, like, yeah, it's just, like, Cachexia 1 isn't hard. You just need to learn it, and if you have somebody who calls it out, it's a lot easier, right? It's really just getting the timing down, because it's super... Like, the thing about Cachexia 1 is it's difficult to learn because you think a Savage mechanic is going to be faster than Cachexia 1 is, and Cachexia 1 is super slow. And so you just need to know which AoEs, or which abilities that you're looking out for, like, is this special effect that just hit me? Is this the one that means that I move, or is this the one, or is this just a random one that's, like, a different one, right? Like, I actually don't like Cachexia 1, because the challenge isn't that it's hard, it's readability, and do you know which one of your debuffs just expired, causing which explosion to happen? And that's kind of annoying, right? Like, that's kind of annoying, and it makes learning it more difficult than it has to be, and the movement is super easy, and the boss isn't doing anything during this, so there's no, like, there's nothing. And then the Cachexia 2, right at the end of the fight, right? That's an actual mechanic that is difficult, and it doesn't have that readability problem that Cachexia 1 has, because it's Cachexia again, but with more stuff going on, so you already know how it works. The problem is that it's actually a completely different mechanic in every conceivable way, and I just lied to you. Cachexia 2 is completely different, and you can just completely... And here's the biggest sin of all. I don't actually know how to do Cachexia 2, because you can cheese it and completely ignore the mechanic 100% of the time, and it's the easiest way to do the fight, and it's the most efficient way to do the fight as well. At least for, like, a more casual static, right? If you were a hardcore static, maybe the parsing strat is you do the mechanic properly, so you have DPS LB3, but, like, you can literally just cheese it and ignore it. Like, it doesn't happen, it never happened, it doesn't matter. And then you'll clear easily, right? Like, P6S is actually incredibly forgiving with the enrage timer and the boss's health. So it's like, botany. Yeah, it's like botany. It's exactly like botany. But yeah, no, it's just, a tad sad, honestly. I'm gonna get a brick. I'm gonna get 2 bricks? No, I'm not. That's fine. It's just a tad sad, because it's like, the only, like, real mechanic that Hegemony has is literally just... It's literally just, hey, look who it is. It's Cachexia 2, which, does absolutely fucking nothing, because you just ignore it and bypass it completely. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, alright. It's honestly kind of sad, I'll admit. Like, I'll be 100% honest, because it's like, I like P6S, and I think P6S is easier than P5S, mainly because the most difficult mechanic can just be completely ignored. It's not like Devour from P5S. Like, if you don't do Devour correctly, you're dead, and if more than 2 people don't do Devour correctly, the entire party is wiped. So it's like, you know, you think to yourself, okay, we'll do dexterity here, and do we sell something just to get 7 EXP? No, we can just chat, that's fine. But yeah, no, it's like, the fact that you can bypass the most difficult mechanic in the game, or the most difficult mechanic in the fight, is ridiculous, quite frankly. You can literally cheese it on release with Tank LB3, and there's no punishment for it. Like, we were running with like, a little bit of Tome gear, a little bit of Abyssos gear, just stuff that we got from 5, right? And the rest is just crafted Rena. We easily made, we hit Enrage once, and that was when, like, we had like 6 deaths, and we used Tank LB3, and everybody gets a damage down because we did the mechanic wrong, and we still almost cleared. Alright? So it's like, after we avoided all the dumb deaths, and we just used Tank LB3 and everybody got a damage down, we easily cleared. Like, P6S has been giving us the least amount of trouble in all the fights. And it's like, then you get to P7S, and it's like, P7S? What a joke! Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Okay, like, I don't mean to be rude here, alright? But, I'm sorry. P7S is, like, one of the worst fights I think they've ever done. That's hilarious. Like, I'm not even joking, though. Because P7S is, I sleep, boring, like, for 70, 80% of the fight. Like, it literally is just, you are sitting there for, like, 5 or 6 minutes, doing monotonous, like, going through the motions, and it's just, like, a 6-minute consistency check the whole time. It's so annoying. Like, you're, maybe 6 minutes, maybe it's, like, 4 or 5 minutes, it feels like an eternity, dude. When you're grinding this out, when you're trying to learn it, it goes on for so long. I think the fight's only, like 10 minutes long. But, like, you're going through most of the fight, and it's the most boring thing. The mechanics are incredible. You can sight read some of these mechanics as a casual, like, the fact that I could dodge mechanics that I hadn't seen before, or do them properly, in a Savage fight, without watching a video, is, like, embarrassing to how easy it is, right? Like it genuinely is terrible. It's incredibly easy, it's incredibly readable. Honestly, some of the stuff could be, like, harder mechanics in a normal fight if they just, like, telegraph some of the stuff a little bit more appropriately. Like, absolutely, like, kind of a joke. And then, I'm not even joking, back to back, the last 3 mechanics in the fight are fucking horrible. Like, they're really, like, it's not a, like, people often joke about, like, a difficulty curve being vertical or something, but this is literally, like, I'm not even joking, don't give me broken jaw. That artery? -1 stamina each investigation. That's a little bit of a bummer. But, like, I'm not even joking here, literally, okay? Like, I think it's what is it? It's like, the first one is the... Okay, never mind. Not the first 3, or the last 3, because one of them's, like, super easy. So it's like... Sorry, Purgation is also difficult. So it's like, it hits you with Purgation, which is a fucking nightmare to try to read. Purgation is so bad that people literally cheat using special waymarks that you're not allowed to use, and these have become so popular that the people who made them got banned, but the community is allowed to keep using them, because nobody wants to do the fight, and it's all one mechanic, by the way, it's all Purgation for these markers. Nobody wants to do the fight without these markers, and so everybody uses the markers, even though they are illegal and not supposed to be in the game, but only the person who made the markers got banned. Because they, in order to make the markers, they had... Oh, you fucking... We did get broken jaw. Let's look who it is. Like, I'm not even... Okay, yeah, that one's the injury. We're just getting all the injuries in the land, you know? But, we could, if we wanted to, or if we needed to, we could fish for the thing that cures random injuries, and we could have just used that if we needed to. So we're still in a pretty safe spot right now. But we do need money. We do need a lot of money. We're probably going to sell a couple of stuff to get money, and probably going to go to the Witch's Tree, too. But, no, it was awful. Like, Purgation is easy. But it, like, you need those markers that are illegal. And everyone has them, alright? They're incredibly easy to get. Anybody who's a Savage rating has them. This isn't even copium, and also the devs have said that they're going to officially add the markers into the game, and you can keep using them as well. But still, the people who used illegal add-ons to cheat and put them there got... The people who initially did that did it and got banned. But they're incredibly easy to get. They're everybody has them saved. And it's not even, like, that big of a deal. I don't have them saved, because I still have the Ultimate and the 4 tiers of, the 4 original fights saved, because I'm on copium, that I'll go back to them someday. But, anyways, like, Purgation is, it just hits you like a truck, and then you solve Purgation, and then you get, like, one easy mechanic with go to one side of the map and then run to the other side of the map. But one of the bridges is dangerous because watch out, there's a bird. Yeah, it's no, it is one of the things of all time. Do I want to do strength here? Would I rather do charisma or strength? I guess I'd rather do charisma if I think about it. But because it's gonna be easier if we get leadership. And we just did botany as our second mystery. Uh-oh, it's contaminated water. Alright, we're gonna go into freaky feature found footage, because we don't have the thing yet. So go here, get cursed for money. Go into... Do we have any minor injuries? She can't fix the broken jaw. Can she fix the cut artery? I mean, we might as well try it, right? She can fix the swollen joint, which is the one thing I wasn't going to get cured, so I guess that's pretty nice. Do we have a full inventory? No, we don't. Okay, so I'm gonna sell the weapons, because we're doing pretty well. Let me use this one time. Oh, I just realized we could have thrown these notes away, and then it would have been over. It would have been over. But yeah, like, so then you have, like, the easiest mechanic of all time immediately following that, and then the 2 other mechanics are, like, difficult. And they need to be explained in pretty good detail, which is kind of annoying. We do need that, by the way. Oh, right, I just realized if we fished for the spell that would have let us cure an injury for free, we wouldn't have been able to cast it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But yeah, no, it's like P7S sucks. Like, most of the fight is just a slog. Oh, wait, hold on. Not fun, not based, get out of here. Like, most of the fight is just boring as hell, and it's just a consistency check of, whoa, did you top everybody off? Whoa, did everybody stand in the pixel-perfect spot? That's actually not pixel-perfect, you've got plenty of room to stand, but did everybody stand in the right spot? Did everybody remember to stand in the right spot? Did you stand in the right spot? Did the healers top everybody off? If you have, cringe gear because you're a casual... that's me, by the way. I'm the one with the worst gear in the static. I am calling myself casual, and I'm calling myself cringe. Don't worry about it. But, I'm trying to at least get 80 to, like, 120, causality tones a week. Or, not a week, sorry, a day. But I was doing really badly about that for a while. And by a while, I mean up until literally yesterday, so we'll see how long I can keep that going. But, like, seriously, P7S is so bad. Like, P7S is so bad. It's so boring. It's so boring. It's worse than P5S, because P5S is still, like, there are mechanics that'll kill you, and it's, like, somewhat engaging. It's just, like, the movement's boring. P7S is just like, hey, do you want the most boring fight of your life, but if you fuck it up once, you have to start over? But if any one of the 8 people playing fucks it up once, you all have to start over from the beginning? And, by the way, the most difficult mechanics are literally in the last, like, 2 minutes of the fight. Oh my god. What were they thinking? Like, what on earth were they thinking? It's so bad. Like, one of the things that I liked about, like, Eric is that the difficult, like, there were easier versions of the difficult mechanics at the beginning. Right? So it's like you get to, it's like, you know, more traditional design of, like, easy thing at the beginning, but that easy thing later becomes more complicated at the end. But this is just like, hey, do you want to, like, sleep? And then if any of you actually fall asleep, everybody dies. The challenge is staying awake. The challenge is paying attention as your eyes roll over into the back of your fucking skull. It's so bad. Like, I'm not even joking. It's so bad. Like, do I take 80? Do I go up to 65% Doom here? I really don't want to. I love how they apologize. But, yeah, no, it's so bad. It's so bad. I will die on this hill. This raid tier is bad. Oh, we really do be coughing blood, though, do we? Yeah. Wait, do we have... Was that an injury? Yeah, that was just bad. We had a hasty 8 or whatever. But yeah, no, honestly, like, absolutely a snoozer. Like, literally, we have lost so many runs. Oh my god, what the hell? We've lost so many runs of P7S because people were just bored and didn't want to do it. And by so many, I mean probably like 3, but like, that's a lot. And it's all like, it literally is just like, can you and your static stay awake long enough to kill the most boring boss of all time? Like, it's awful. Like, P7S is just bad. Like, it's just, I will die on this hill. It's a weird hill to die on, but at least I'm dead. Yes, true and real. But god, I hate P7S. It's so boring. And I'm really sad that I'm saying that, because it's like, P1S, I like it. P2S, I like it. P3S, I like parts of it. P4S, I love it. P5S, boring. P6S, okay, but I don't actually have to learn the fight, because the hard parts can be... The hard part is cheesable. P7S, I am fucking bored out of my mind and want to go to sleep during the pull, because it's just that... Like, to give you an idea of how bored I am of P7S, I am literally, like, already in the stage of optimizing how many glares I can get, and I'm, like, counting my... I'm, like, instead of counting sheep, I'm counting glares. And I'm trying to just get as many of them as I can before I just fucking, like, fall over and die. Because it's just... It's so boring. It's so boring. Like, just trying to greed as many glares as possible is literally the only amount of enjoyment I'm getting on P7S. It's like, oh hey, while I'm being flung into the air, I casted the glare anyways, and so the glare animation shoots out for me while I'm flying through the air, and then I land back down. It's like, yay, that's the only entertaining thing in the whole fight. Like, it's so bad. And here's the thing. We also got so bored, we started doing the JP no movement strat, where you stand in, like, a pixel-perfect spot or you die, and, like, I've got that down as well. And the reason why I did it, and I forced my light party to do it, is just because I was bored, and I didn't want to, like... I just wanted to do something cool. I wanted to do the very little cool things that the fight lets you do. And then, of course, it's like after 6 or 7 minutes, you get to the hard part that you're progging, and then you die because you're currently progging it, and then you have to do it all over again. And it's not a bad thing if the mechanics are fun, like they normally are. But, you know... Like, some people might say that I've, like, been jaded, but, like, seriously, though, like, I had fun doing 1, 2, and 4, and I had fun doing 3 for the most part. It was just, it took us like a couple of months to do 3 because we had a bunch of changes in the static composition, so we kept having to start over from, like, progging from the beginning again. But, you know, genuinely speaking, though, like, for real, we're gonna do ramen, yay. But, like, for real, like, I'm not even joking or exaggerating, like, even the worst parts of progging P4S and P3S were still more enjoyable than progging P7S. Because it literally is just like play the game for 7 minutes, like, and doing every mechanic perfectly, or you have to start over from the beginning. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll just fucking die then. Okay, we're gonna do something a little bit weird here. Actually, are we? Are we? Do I want to throw the kendo helmet? The kendo helmet served us so well, but I guess so. Goodbye, friend. But yeah, no, we hate P7S. P7S is like, here's the thing. Let me explain to you how little I'm enjoying this raid tier, okay? I have a raid alt that I have not touched because the idea of doing like Eric in Party Finder. I did Eric in Party Finder. Doing Hippo in Party Finder. I did Hippo in Party Finder. Doing P3S in Party Finder. I did P3S in Party Finder. Listen, I was the person who volunteered to get re-clears on 1 and 2 so that we could jump straight into 3 and 4. Okay, like, I liked 1 and 2. I liked doing them. I did them in Party Finder. I did for fun runs in, on 2. With people who had already cleared just because I enjoyed 2. Right? Like, they were genuinely fun content to play. But I do not, under any circumstance, want to drag myself through any of the fights on fucking, on Party Finder. Like, it just sounds miserable. Like, it just sounds bad. Tiny cuts, don't care. But yeah, no, it's just horrible. It's genuinely just bad. Hey, it's Look Who It Is. Shoutouts to the Simple Flips. Oh. Give me a brick. Give me a brick. But yeah, no, absolutely. And here's the thing. P8S is looking like an easy ultimate, if that makes sense. Like, the mechanics go out lightning fast. You just kind of have to know what to do, and so it just seems like a lot of repetition. It'll probably be fun, but, like, I don't know. I'm not looking, like... If you showed me... Like, here's the thing. Obviously, I haven't beat the tier yet. Once I have everything on farm, my opinions might change. But the progging experience is valid, right? Like, because at the end of the day, the only reason why you need to have something on farm and doing Tuesday night re-clearies is exclusively for the purpose of getting gear so you can do the next fight. But the thing is, if I was just doing this on Party Finder and I didn't have a static, I probably would have dropped out by now. Like, because it's not even, like P7S is not even hard. It's just, like, annoying. And it's not even annoying because, like, somebody doesn't do the mechanic correctly and you wipe. It's annoying because how the encounter is set up. Like, it's... Yes, it is someone's fault when the team wipes, and sometimes it's mine. Sometimes it is definitely me. As a treat, we do a little trolling. But it's not like, I didn't design the fight this way. None of my static members designed this fight this way. So it's not their fault. I don't blame them at all. Because it's just a bad fight. It's just a bad fight. I hate P7S. We hate trees. We absolutely hate trees. But anyways, I'll stop talking about it. I've talked about it for the whole goddamn video. It's the only thing I can think about because it's Tuesday night re-clearies. Can you blame me? It do be Tuesday night re-clearies, though. And here's the thing. It's fun because you have the static. Like, literally, like... The pretty much the only reason, like I said earlier, if I didn't have a static, I would have dropped out after P6. Because it's like, P8S would have to be a banger of a fight for me to want to go through P7S. Has the birds, too. Yeah, you ever notice that? They're the same model, they just have a different color? The third fight in each Endwalker tier so far has had the same bird model, just sized differently and brown instead of red. It's pretty messed up. But, like, the point of doing it is, for me anyways, it's for the static, right? Like, I have fun logging on every twice a week to play with the squad. Excuse me. But yeah, no, like, just playing with the squad is literally the entire purpose why I'm doing it. Like, if I didn't have a static, I would be out of there. If I had a bad static or a static I didn't enjoy, I'd be out of there. But because I have a great static and I like all the people there, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go into the most boring fight of all time. Because, listen, it's one of the most classic things. It's one of the most classic things, right? We're gonna do this because I don't want to. I don't want to play the game anymore, and we've already won. But and by that I mean I want to wrap up the episode because I want to be able to eat before raid night. But that's why we're doing TV Terror and not Mermaids. But we would win Mermaids easily. It's just Mermaids has longer investigations, so it doesn't... You know what I mean. It's a longer mystery, so it takes longer. But, like, if you have friends, friends can turn the most boring fucking thing into something enjoyable. And so, you know, I find myself looking forward to going into the most boring fight of all time. Because there's gonna be seven other crazy people in there who are gonna say fuck it, we ball, and that's the kind of energy that we love. So I should probably just do this because it's guaranteed. You know what I mean? Hey, lucky earrings. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, sorry, don't have time for that. Do we just want to heal a bunch? Yeah, we could probably just heal a bunch. Just a little heal? We do a little healing as a treat for fun. Yeah, we could do a little healing. And I am gonna take... Do I take Charisma? Do I really take Charisma? Do I really take Charisma? Yes, because it's more fun that way. So, what we do is we Book of Gore. Torn Muscle's pretty bad. But we're just gonna keep on casting the Book of Gore for fun. Fractured Ribs, I don't care. And then we can just go. Torn Muscle's -1 damage, right? I think I would rather have the, Yeah, let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Just because I don't wanna deal with -1 damage. We do a little blood loss. Wait, why do we have 7 dexterity? Hold on. Oh, fractured ribs are, hold on, nurse? Aw, shit. Oh no. My dexterity, it's broken! Okay, well, we might get that taken care of if we have the Doom. That's a yikes moment for me, dog. So we do a little multiply wound as a treat, and then Cultist Hunter is gone. Cultist Hunter is dead! It's a minor injury, but we don't have any money? Funny joke? We might actually, we're racking up the Doom here, and I do feel kinda bad about that. What are the fucking odds? What? Do you think we've lost blood? Like, do you think we've maybe lost a little bit of blood? Give me Gigolo, you won't? They did not. The cowards. Yeah, we'll just go for it. I mean, yeah, 81% Doom, kinda sus, but, could realistically have a decent chance here, because there's no strength, right? Uh-oh. Did I make a mistake? I might have. Uh-oh. Hey, do we have, uh-oh. What do we got here? Branded, traumatized, Innsmouth, holes. Okay, so we need to rest once. Yeah, or I could cast Book of Gore. Or, here's what we can do. We can do some tech. Do you want to see some tech? I actually do have to think about this. Hold on. You want to see some tech? Let me show you some tech. Some technology. We're gonna do a little bit of trolling, okay? So we enter here. We have Desperation. That's pretty cool. So this is gonna do... That's gonna do 18. So we do it like this. He's gonna die in one hit, which is guaranteed. So then, we turn around, and then we just, we give him one of these. And actually, hold on, we can even do more. Actually, hold on, yeah, let's get funky with it, let's get crazy. Is this gonna work? Yeah, that'll work. And then, do not throw the Eldritch Amulet. Can I please put that on? Thank you. And there we have it. We recovered a lot of health. That's Eldritch Amulet tech. Very rare to be able to do that. But, pretty fun. It's also pretty rare, so, like, you know, that's why I wanted to show it off. There's some pretty crazy shit that you can do with that. It was, we did Botany second. I vaguely remember that. We're completely fine, though, because, like, you know, it's, you're too late, she says, as Kyrie raises the heavy-duty flashlight over the telescope and just fucking sends it. Yellowzap was in remiss. He had never seen something quite like this. Which is really saying something, because he's got, like, a giant eyeball the size of a planet. Alright, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.